Hey guys, this is me, Nickwood again. It's been a little bit of time since I last talked to you guys, and yeah, sorry about that. Got caught with personal stuff. But I was gonna make a follow up video on one of the Red Ape families as a reviewer requested, but I decided to make it on this. So for everybody who doesn't know, there's this guy called Silent Rob. And Silent Rob is this old YouTuber who used to do like parody videos. He did a lot of stuff related to the AVGN and Irate Gamer. And I've always been a big fan of this guy. And I think he's hilarious. So, but like this video he recently came out, he was talking about AVGN again. And like it's been a long running thing with Rob that he has an issue with AVGN. If you don't know who AVGN is, you're too young to be watching this video. But basically, he's a big internet video critic. Well, Rob has often had like an issue with James and his quality. He's been making fun of him for a long time, and I've never had an issue with it because like it's fine. You know, you can make fun of anybody on the internet. But this one video, this rant that he just made, really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, there's a lot of weird bitterness and mean spiritedness to it that I decided I just wanted to react to this and explain because this is kind of weird. So we're gonna be watching this video today. So let's get started. Basically, the first part of this was that he was talking about Terrifier 2, and then he was talking about the new AVGN part. So let's watch.
Really briefly, okay, about this motherfucker because it's incredible to me, and I'm not gonna talk about this stuff because of any kind of jealousy or anything. This shit is it's not. I don't even think about this shit anymore other than to make a video or to rant about it or have some kind of anecdote about it, okay? But it's just kind of shit that just blows my mind. Since I've been on YouTube since 2007.
Again, like the way he's building this up, it's like holy shit! Like, what did James do? Like, what is this whole thing about? Like, this is like a very. It sounds super serious about it.
After a while, you just start to be like, the double standards on this shit is so ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
So, like, again, there's like a double standard. Apparently, AVGN did something and got away with it. So let's hear what it is.
But in case you like, AVGN just made a goddamn video, okay? And this, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but this
Remember this. Remember this.
motherfucker's starting to look like George Costanza from fucking goddamn, Seinfeld, okay? It looks bad. It's like his hairline is like here now or some shit, you know what I mean? So it's like ridiculous. He looks like a monk or something. You know how like monks would like put their hair like really crazy shit, you know what I mean? Like it's dumb, dude. Like his hairline.
So yeah, that's the thing. Apparently, James Rolfe, he kind of has a bit of a receding hairline. That's the premise for this rant, and it really pisses him off that the 42-year-old man is losing his hair. So, I mean, obviously there's a bit more to it than that, but it's like the way that was built up. It's like, holy shit, what did James do? What did James do? What did this angry video game nerd do that would piss this guy? Like, he's visibly mad. This isn't like haha making fun of him. He's like mad about it, and it's like, oh, he's older and he like has a receding hairline. Okay, like who cares?
Line is like teetering over the edge. It's like threatening to jump off. You know what I mean? It's dumb. He needs to shave it and grow a goatee. He'd look totally badass. Okay, he doesn't. I guess he doesn't want to do that. I don't understand, dude. He is clinging on to this fucking hairline, dude. It's dumb.
I just can't believe this man. How could he do this to me? How could this degenerate motherfucker have a bad hairline? He should just shave his head off. He should just cover himself in a burqa. He should just not even appear on camera in general. It's disgusting. How can a 40-year-old man be losing his hair? It's diabolical. I dare say it's borderline satanic.
Okay, and everybody, it's like one of those things where you're over at a dude's house or something and they fart and everybody knows they fart, but nobody wants to say anything, and it's fucking disgusting, so everybody just sits there and smells this fucking, turd air from this motherfucker because you don't want to be rude. Not me. I'd be sitting there like, who the fuck just farted? You're a sick-ass motherfucker. Okay, you need to check.
You degenerate. I'm really glad Silent Rob is here to call out these motherfuckers. Like, how dare you? How dare you? have a receding hairline. Of the most evil acts committed by man, like Stalin, Mussolini, Mao, none of them can compare to having a receding hairline. It's not that he's making fun of it. It's that he looks like he's actually mad about it. Like, how dare you? Like, you motherfucker. Like, how dare you have a bad hairline? It's like, why? Why were you so upset about this?
Your drawers, dude. It's fucking nasty. But you know what I mean? I'm that type of person. I'm not gonna sit there.
He's the type of motherfucker that, like, if you do something embarrassing, he's the guy that would point at you in the entire class and, like, look at this motherfucker. He's eating beans. Just like, the worst type of friend you could have, the type of friend that, like, embarrasses you over the most trivial shit just because he's the real one. You know what I mean?
And fucking do that shit. Okay? So I'm going through the comments to see how many people are, like, commenting about this.
Oh, the comments.
Because back in the day, in my YouTube days, motherfuckers would call you out for anything, dude.
Back in my day, if you had a receding hairline, you were taken to the town square, they got the guillotine out, and they just cut your fucking head off. Like, you thought you could get away with this? You couldn't get away with having a bad hairline. They would just castrate you on the spot. Like, they wouldn't even crucify you. That'd be too good. They just burn you alive.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. You had one little nose hair poking out here, okay? You're gonna have 58 comments about that, okay? Like, I don't give a fuck. Okay, you have...
I love that he says that. Like people don't do that nowadays. Like, did you not see the dream shit? Did you not see the dream face reveal? Like, there was, like, 5 interrupted days where everybody was, like, comparing him to, like, Walter White's kid. Like, there was 5 days where everybody called him Shane Dawson Jr. Like, people absolutely roast the hell out of people still. It's just they don't do it to James because James has always been, like, a sacred cow. Like, even back in the day, nobody insulted James Rolfe. This isn't a kids these days thing. Because kids these days, trust me, they will roast you into fucking non-oblivion. Trust me. This is definitely not a thing that's changed.
Is your shave not on point? Okay? They're gonna point it out, dude. I don't give a fuck. Like, motherfuckers, you're kind of looking like a lazy eye, like you got astigmatism going on. That these motherfucking fans are gonna turn into an eye doctor. They're gonna fucking, you got something going on. There's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You're talking weird. I think you're in the early stages of a stroke. Motherfuckers turn into MDs and shit. Okay, motherfuckers got mean. Like, motherfuckers used to be telling me I was the ugliest motherfucker they ever seen in their entire lives.
Again, like, this is a weirdly bitter thing to mention up. Like, again, for talking about, like, I'm not jealous, it's kind of weird that you're like, I got made fun of, but this motherfucker doesn't. Like, it's a little bit like... It's not about jealousy, and then it's like it seems like it is a little bit. It seems like maybe it's not jealousy, maybe it's just like you don't like hypocrisy, but it's a little bit weird.
In your entire lives, like there's like Barnum and Bailey circus freaks and shit or whatever. I don't even fucking know. Like in cages with like fucking 3 heads and shit. I'm uglier than that, and motherfuckers would like get you on the edge of feeling like you just didn't even want to live anymore. That was my YouTube days.
Rob, are you all right, man? Like, I'm really sorry, like, that 15 years ago people did that, but, like, this feels weirdly personal, and, like, I don't know why. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you, but I don't know why that's James' fault. Like, did James make fun of you, or did Mike? Like, yeah, people were dickheads more when they had more, like, I don't really know why you're mad that people are less dicks than they used to be. It's kind of a weird thing to complain about.
Now all of a sudden, nobody says nothing about nothing.
Again, that's total bullshit. Again, Dream, look at Twitter. It's just all memes. All memes.
Okay? It's ridiculous. I'm going through these comments and there's like...
I can't, like, he's going through the comment section of an AVGN video, and, like, he's surprised that, like, everyone is not, is, like, wanting to kill him because he has a bad hairline. He's surprised there's no death threats for having a bad hairline. Like, yeah, like, AVGN's comments have always been super positive. That's always been the case. This is not like people don't talk shit about James because they like James, and you tend to not shit on somebody you like. This is not revolutionary news.
One comment talking about his hairline, where it's like he said like the nerd's hairline might disappear, but the nerd never will, or something. It was very tame,
Very
like
tame.
pathetic. And there's
Pathetic. Pathetic. He didn't even threaten to kill his family. Pathetic. Pathetic.
like 58 replies of, "How dare you? You don't talk about another man's hairline. You don't do that. You don't do that." Are you fucking for real? You like,
I've honestly never heard somebody be like, wow, people don't want to insult a guy they like anymore. Like, he's perplexed. Look at that face. Look at this face. He's perplexed. He is enamored. Like, how dare you? How dare you not hate this man for having a bad hairline? Like, what a weird thing to complain about.
like I feel like I'm a veteran of like some different, like the YouTube wars of the 2007 to 2000.
God, I'm okay. Like, again, all right, you don't need to act like a fucking boomer. Back in the good old days, when the subscribe button was yellow, and the reply girls. Back when Irate Gamer was the biggest thing on YouTube. Like, yeah, buddy. Like, I get it, the good old days, but like, it's such a weird thing to complain about.
2012 or some shit. Motherfuckers would eat you alive, dude. If you showed any weakness at all, now all of a sudden you can't talk about a hairline.
Dream.
Are you serious? But there was one lone comment that gave me hope.
Gave me hope. There was one comment, one death threat that he received that made me feel better. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Me hope.
Gave me hope.
For civilization.
Gave me hope for civilization.
And this guy was like, with the amount of bullshit that James has done over the years, that motherfuckers choose to ignore.
Amount of bullshit he's done over the years. And we're going to hear, like, again, the way he says it, it's like, wow. Like, James has done some heinous shit. And you're going to hear it, is that it's really not that big of a deal.
I'll say whatever the fuck I want about his hairline, dude. Okay, I gave that motherfucker an invisible fucking fist bump, dude. I was like, yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. That's right. Send his family. Send that fucking anthrax bomb.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm fucking talking about. Because motherfuckers have selective memory about James, and it blows my fucking mind.
Again, it's like the way he hypes this up. It's like he's about to drop, like, James was a pedophile. Or, like, James, like, ripped off his fans. Like, he stole, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars, which I know some of these dudes actually believe that because of the AVGN movie, which is a whole different thing. Like, the way he acts, like, he's building it up. And, like, you're going to hear what it is, and I'll explain it.
Like, this man has had many fucking controversies, dude. Very, very recently about just straight up fucking plagiarism. Okay, we're talking about a man that used to write his own show and do all this shit that doesn't do jack shit and basically reads off a script that's handed to him. Doesn't even bother to read through the script and run it through Google and see if it's, original. Just fucking reads it and is fucking just copied off of other shit. He's called out on it.
Okay, so if anybody doesn't know what happened, basically, James has this show called Monster Madness. Well, and he used to do a thing where basically every day of October he would review a monster movie or a horror movie, and it would be like this whole like Monster Madness thing, and it was great. He has some great videos. I used to love the old Godzilla-thon. Well, basically last year he did this one. Basically, as time has gone on, James has relegated a lot of the script writing and the editing material to this new group of people called Screenwave. Screenwave took over back in 2015. It's a long story. It's not a big deal. The point is that there was this dude named Newt, and Newt was on the Screenwave team, and he had written some of the scripts for Monster Madness. Well, basically, Newt was, I guess, either lazy or he was just, hoping that no one would notice. He basically went to a bunch of websites and copy and pasted their reviews, put them into the script, changed a couple things, and gave it to James. James, I guess, assumed that like it was not like the people working with him were not plagiarists, and so I guess he took him at face value. And he read off the script, and then people pointed out how similar it was to these websites. And James not only not only did he accept fault for the action, they fired the Newt guy. He was let go from the team, and James gave a public apology saying, "I'm very sorry. I should have double checked." So basically, it's not a big controversy. Like, it sucks that it happens, but it's not really James's fault. And you could say it's James' fault because he should be writing his own reviews. But basically, James is busy nowadays. He's got like a family. He's got, responsibility. So, but still, basically, like, it was this whole controversy over the fact that this entire, like, the script was completely ripped off. And this is like the biggest controversy James has ever been a part of. And it's not even really anything he did. It was just the fact that the person that worked for him went behind his back and, plagiarized these scripts. And again, he took down the videos. I'm pretty sure they re-uploaded them with his original thoughts. And like this year when doing Monster Madness, he did less videos and did everything himself. Like, he script wrote, or at least he did a lot less, so like something like that wouldn't happen again. So again, like, it's a big controversy. And that's like the biggest one that he talks about. And it's something that was like a mistake that like was fixed almost immediately. So again, like, it's such a dumb thing to like harp on. And I don't, but like these dudes, they hate AVGN. Like, this guy doesn't give a shit that he plagiarized some random fucking website. It's mostly because he doesn't like AVGN to begin with. So it's like the blood in the water thing. It's like, oh, this random e-celeb made a mistake, or like, or did something wrong. I finally have my reason to hate him. That's dumb shit.
Not to mention the Cheetah Man shit.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. What did he say? Did he fucking say what I thought he said? Let's see.
Off of other shit. He's called out on it. Not to mention the Cheetah Man shit.
Oh my god, the Cheetah Man shit. The Cheetah Man. Okay, for anybody that doesn't know, this is incredibly... So, like, this was like 12 years ago, I think. There was this dude who basically who bought the rights to Cheetah Man. And he had created he was going to do this whole Kickstarter with a bunch of YouTubers where he was going to like make reproduction carts of Cheetah Man 2 that were fixed, that you could finish. It was like this massive novelty thing. And basically, there was this game channel called The Game Chasers. They had gotten into contact with, I think his name was Greg. And I don't know his last name. I don't remember shit that happened 12 fucking years ago. And so I guess somewhere along the line, somebody got in contact with AVGN. And they had it, and James... basically came up and he offered to do like a little video for the guy where he would show up doing like an advertisement, like a bunch of YouTubers were going to do this advertisement because, hey, James talks about Cheetah Men before. It'd be funny to promote this fun little giveaway, like fun little Kickstarter where a guy was going to make reproduction cartridges of Cheetah Men. But the problem is that it was super shady. The guy, I guess, revealed to be very untrustworthy. I think there was an issue with rights management. It just seemed like a lot of people were just mad based on the idea. Why would you spend all this money to buy Cheetah Man? That's stupid. Even though the whole point is that it's a novelty. Like, nobody who bought this like didn't know that it was a shitty game. But basically, in the middle of it, there was like huge controversy. As far as I remember, I think everything got sorted out in the end, but I think I might be wrong. But either way, like, the point is that like James had nothing to do with the Cheetah Man controversy. Like, it was just him doing a video in support of it because he thought it would be this fun thing to do. So he made like a little skit for the video where it was like, ha ha ha, oh, Cheetah Man, isn't this game shit? Oh, guys, go subscribe to this Kickstarter. And like it ended up being kind of shady. And so again, that's such a ridiculous thing to bring up like 12 years later. Like, these dudes are so petty. You got to bring up some like thing that wasn't even his fault because he accidentally gave his recommendation to a guy that was kind of shady. Like, at worst you could say that he was a little bit naive. But, like, that's not something to give a shit about, like, a decade later. Like, nobody on the face of the fucking planet remembers this but Rob, I guess. And I guess Ace Salieri, who's an entirely different guy. We'll talk about him later.
Mike Matai fucking going crazy like a little rabbit.
Mike Matai, a.k.a. not James Rolfe. Again, that's not a James Rolfe controversy. That's a Mike Matai controversy. Again... not really something that would, like, make it okay to, like, again, Mike Matei is an entirely different thing, and you can make an argument for a lot of stuff. Again, I doubt Rob really gives a shit about his raunchy, like, dick measuring thing. I don't think he cares about his racist comics because, no offense, if you watch a lot of Rob's videos, he doesn't really seem like the SJW clutching his pearls type. But I understand he did shady shit related to the IRA gamer. I understand that he was kind of a weirdo. But like again, that's a Mike Matei thing. It's not really a James Rolfe thing. So all right.
Dog on his fans for all this time. You know, he has a lot of controversies, dude.
It's like he's got a lot of controversies, like all three of them.
Nobody says anything.
Yeah, nobody says anything. Like, look at this face. Look how smug this face is. Like, this guy opened the pearly gates of hell. Like, Cheetahman? You guys forgot about Cheetahman 2? You don't remember the Cheetahman 2 video? Where he made a skit for some random guy about a Cheetahman 2 reproduction cartridge? Like, what? You don't remember that? You don't remember that? You remember the most evil act ever committed? Like, it's like this bombshell he thinks it is. Like most people, when they hear that, are like, Cheetah, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I have the context, but most people, like, watching this are not going to know what the... Like, why are you so smug? This is the epitome of smoog. I gotta take, like, a fucking screenshot of this. Like, that's the epitome. The epitome of smoog.
You know? Nobody remembers this shit.
Nobody remembers it because it's not worth remembering.
You know, we're still talking about a man that puts out highly, highly mediocre videos for like a good 10 years now. You know, you can't even debate this.
I mean, I feel like I can accurately debate this. I mean, 10 years ago, that's like 2012. Like, he's got plenty of videos that came after 2012 that were pretty good. Like, that's before the Tiger Electronics video. That's before, like, the Game Boy accessories, Earthbound. Hell, I think that's before his Hong Kong, before the Big Rigs video. Like, that's a shit ton of videos, popular videos, that were amazing and spectacular. To say that, like, so yes, it is up for debate. Like, it's always weird how people argue when AVGN went downhill. It's funny because, like, most of these, like, big documentaries say it's around 2018. And then there's guys like this that are like, yeah, he stopped being good about episode 2. Like, honestly, the first episode is pretty good, but, like, when he started reviewing, Karate Kid, that's when it just started going downhill.
Like, you watch these and you notice the low energy. You notice, like, that he doesn't care.
Again, like, I don't agree with this. Like, again, look at something like his Contra Memories video or the Doom video. Like, you could say whatever you want about the production value or if it's funny, but you can't watch that Contra video and say that he doesn't care. Like, there's a lot of passion put into, like, the backstory of, like, how he felt growing up with the Contra games. Like, that is a clear passion project from James. The same thing with the Doom video. You can't say that he's not giddy as fuck to talk to John Romero, or that he's not having a hell of a lot of fun. Like, it's very clear he cares about these subjects. So, again, you could say their quality, whatever you want, but I disagree that he doesn't care anymore.
You notice that it's very wooden. It's obviously, you know, he's just doing it for the money.
I mean, he's always been wooden. Like, that's just the appeal. Like, he's never been Shakespearean acting.
Money, and motherfuckers eat it up. You know, not to even mention the ads in the middle of it.
Oh, God, the ads in the middle. Are there ads in the middle? I don't know. I use ad block.
Okay, you got ads going on the video, unless you got, like, YouTube Premium or something. Then, in case you got that YouTube Premium, you got the ads, he's going to talk about some fucking product.
A YouTuber that has a sponsor? Holy shit, he's completely right. What a degenerate. What an evil motherfucker. Like, are you telling me that there's a YouTuber that talks about products? Like, James is the only person I've ever seen done that. It's not like every fucking YouTuber ever does that nowadays. Like he's saying, like, this is a controversy. It's a controversy that he gets paid. Like, some of these older dudes, like, they really just find it offensive that a YouTuber, like, gets paid to do shit. Like, I remember back in the day, these, Silent Rob and, like, A. Salieri, they were always on James. If you don't know who A. Salieri is, he's an entire different dude who basically got started making fun of other reviewers, and then he started making fun of James, mostly because making fun of James made him a lot more money than making fun of random nobodies. And that's literally basically the reason they turn face. They turn face because it gets them views to complain about AVGN. But like this whole thing about like if you make any money on like anything. Okay, like I'm sorry, let me get back to the real thought. So the point was is that there was like AVGN had made a movie. So he did the most horrible thing possible, and he had like asked for people on Kickstarter to give him money to make this movie. And like there was like this wave of people that were like, you're a sellout, you're a piece of shit. How could you do this? How dare you ask people for money to make something? You have to do everything for free. You got to make a big budget movie for free. And like there was a big like line where it's like everyone thought he stole the money, even though like he didn't, and like anyone with a brain would realize he didn't. So like again, it's just like this old YouTuber mentality that if you have ads on your video that you're a bad person. It's stupid.
Okay, like fucking.
He's gonna talk about this for a while.
Oh, here's Urban Acre Mills fucking natural ribbed condoms. Oh, they smell like hickory. That's our sponsors for. You know, most of my biggest fans, extra small ad in the fucking middle of all his goddamn shit. Fucking bitch's head exploded, and here's fast forward.
He just bitches about the ads for a while. It's just like, again, like this is not a controversy. Like it's not a controversy. I don't know what you're
this
talking.
Bullshit. Okay, eat a dick. I'm about to lose my voice talking about this shit. Stupid ass earbuds that nobody wants.
Like he's genuinely upset about this. He's genuinely upset about like these random ads. I don't understand.
Okay, eat a dick. I'm about to lose my voice talking about this shit. That's what I thought. For like a week, I've been talking and all of a sudden, fucking dealing with it. But people have selective shit about that, dude.
Like again, like is that a part of the controversies? Like having ads on YouTube videos, like that's controversial. Well, shit, man. I guess every YouTuber ever is fucked.
They don't even bring that.
It's all right to send death threats to his family. It's all right to roast the fuck out of the dude for something that he really can't help, and like it'd be really petty because he puts ads on his videos. All right, buddy.
That shit up, okay? Meanwhile, I tried to create a website 15 years ago and charge for it. I'm scum, dude.
Okay? Who the fuck cares? Like who cares though? Like, does anyone even remember that? Like, I am pretty well versed in the Silent Rob lore, and even I don't remember anything about. Like, oh yeah, he had a website and he charged $5 for people to use it. It was like a really terrible website. Like he basically back in the day he charged people to go like watch his videos on a website. I might be remembering wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like. You have to have $5 to use this website. And it was like a terrible website. People like roasted the shit out of him for it. Again, it's like, it's a stupid thing in retrospect, but it's like, yeah, like who the fuck cares though? It's been 15 years. Like it's like there are people born then that were like literally born the year that happened that are in high school now. Nobody gives a shit. Why are you bringing it up?
Okay, I'm the fecal matter of scum. I don't even know if like scum has fecal matter. Like, like single-celled organisms, fucking plankton, they have fucking feces, right? That's what I was back.
You know, that's a good point. Like, debate that in the comments. Do plankton shit?
Then, dude.
Does plankton from SpongeBob take a massive shit? Please put that in the comments.
Garbage. Okay, literally people threatening my life, sending me pictures of my goddamn house. Okay. They knew where I lived. Over a $5 website.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I feel like anyone could agree that's ridiculous. Like again, like he's complaining that YouTube isn't like that anymore. Like are you mad that people don't do that shit anymore? Because it's like at first you were like, yeah, it made us hard, it made us badasses, and now he points out how, yeah, it's kind of fucking weird to be that aggressive and rude over something so petty. Like. It's weird to be so hypocritical about it.
They wanted me dead. Okay? People still bring it up.
Do they? Like, who the fuck brings this up? Like you're a mental patient if you're bringing up about a website from 15 years ago. Like, nobody cares. I don't even care. I don't even remember that. I didn't remember till he pointed it out.
There ain't no rules about not bringing that shit up. I still hear about my fucking mistake from 15.
See, so like that kind of leads into the whole point. Like, I hate to sound like a dickhead, like he said, but this seems really personal and petty. Like, like he's basically saying, well, when I was like 15 years ago, I was insulted for, making mistakes. I was insulted for doing things. So therefore, it should be okay for me to do the same thing to other people. Like man, it's really weirdly bitter and mean. And like almost I feel bad for him. Like I genuinely feel bad that like people give him this much shit for something that he, clearly is moved way past. Like it's not a problem at all. And genuinely, Silent Rob, if you really do get like death threats for this, still, I'm very sorry. Know that like as someone who is a fan of you, I don't give a shit. It's not a big deal. I don't like. It's not worth complaining about. But again, like this is like some weird. It does kind of feel like a jealousy thing. Like why am I allowed to be insulted, but I can't do the same thing to James when James has nothing to do with that? Like James didn't insult you for the $5 website. Like Mike Matei didn't post on like the official AVGN website. Look at this motherfucker. Ha! He's look at his $5 website. like. Like, I don't... What does this have to do with the angry video game nerd? It's this weird projection of, like, his own insecurities onto somebody that did nothing to him. It's really weird.
15 years ago.
And, like, I don't think he's playing a character. Like, this doesn't feel like a character. This feels like he's genuinely mad about it.
Where is it said that motherfuckers can't bring anything up? You know?
I mean, like, I feel like it's kind of a weird hypocritical thing to be like that. To be like, this is really rude and disrespectful that people bring up shit that I did a decade ago, and I really wish they'd stop doing it. And then in the same breath also be like, guys, remember when AVGN made a Cheetah Men skit 12 years ago? Like, don't you see that, like, the hypocrisy of saying that? Like, you're just as bad as the people you're making fun of. Like, I don't get it.
This is the kind of society we live in now that...
We live in a society. Is this the society? He did not just unironically say we live in a society.
Even when you do something wrong and admit to it, that people still... You have to walk on eggshells for all time?
Isn't that literally what you're doing to James? Like the fucking plagiarism thing. He made an apology video about it. They fired the guy that did it. Like, he made up for his mistake. And yet you're still bringing it up as an excuse to hate him. You are literally doing the thing that you just said is wrong to do. What do you want, Rob? Like, is it only fair if you could do it to other people, but not if they do it to you? Rob?
Around certain people? Okay? Like, it's ridiculous, dude. It's dumb. And if you go through a lot of the YouTube gaming community, a lot of these motherfuckers have these controversies that are like so much fucking worse than anything I could even fucking possibly imagine.
I know, guys. Like, the horrible controversy beyond imagination of having one of the dudes you work with plagiarize a couple of videos, making a cringy skit for a guy who like went behind your back and was kind of shady, being kind of an edgy boy with Mike Matei, not talking to your friends anymore, hiring a bunch of people that aren't that funny, just controversies far beyond the scope of my imagination. I wake up in a cold sweat whenever I think about Justin Silverman's fat man titties. Like, it's just like, it's beyond comprehension. Truly horrific. Honestly, H.R. Geiger himself could not draw the manifolds of those space titties.
Diabolical shit.
Diabolical. Putting ads on a YouTube video? Beyond diabolical. Borderline satanic. Honestly, like Mussolini, Stalin, Hitler, chump change compared to James Rolfe, the man who made ads on video. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay? No, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno.
Okay? He's a good guy. Where's the game videos?
He's a good guy.
Hey, World of Tanks. Fucking beef jerky headphones. You can hear them and eat them. Okay?
That sounds like an awesome idea.
Fuck it. It's just mind-blowing to me.
It's mind-blowing that nobody cares about the Cheetah Men. How could you not understand the Cheetah Men? Like, literally, like, who the fuck gives a shit? Who cares?
It really is. Nobody asked.
This is all because he can't, because he's mad that people aren't making fun of James for having a receding hairline, by the way. Like, all of this drama is because he's mad that, like, James has a receding hairline and people aren't roasting him in the comments about
The
it.
questions that need to be asked.
Like, this whole thing in a nutshell. It's very weird.
So, like, what the hell happened to Mike Matai? Okay, he's right here. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Okay, he never comes back. You know, like, what the fuck?
Like, again, like, what if you don't know about Mike Matai? It's like, well, what did Mike Matai do? Like, what did he do? What are you talking about? It's like Mike Matai. Again, like, Mike Matai is his name. It's not Matai. I don't know why he's saying Matai. But Mike Matai, he was the guy who worked with AVGN. He was this guy. He did the script work. Again, it's funny that he complains about him reading off a script, even though James has literally been running off a script since the early seasons. Like, Mike Matei has been writing his material since fucking episode 3. So I don't know why it's a controversy now, other than he was just better at it than the new guys.
It's like that character in the sitcom that goes upstairs and never comes down again.
And again, it's like, how is that a controversy for James? Like, that's not a James Rolfe controversy. That's a Mike Matai. Like, Mike Matai is a grown boy. He's responsible for himself.
Okay? You know that something had to happen. What happened there? Everybody just goes on and doesn't talk about it. It's weird. I'm the type of guy that was like, everybody's going to sit there and we're just eating chips. Mike hasn't been back for...
I mean, like, they did say what happened to Mike. He left. They said he just no longer worked with them anymore, and he just left. As far as I think he's still doing work for them. Like, I think he drew one. I think he still does. It's just that, like, wasn't the explanation that he just wanted to do his own thing? I'm sure, like, the controversies were a big part of it, but, like, it's not like he just stopped. Like, they'd never address him. He's just like, yeah, he went to go do his own thing. Like, James addressed that. I don't know why you're acting like they never addressed where he went.
6 hours. Nobody wants to say nothing when I talk about this? Where's Mike? Okay? Don't worry about it. No, I'm gonna worry about it, dude. Okay? I heard a car crash right outside. Did he get hit by a car? We need to investigate this.
Again, like, it's not a controversy. Like, James addressed it in a video. He just doesn't work with them anymore, and he went to go do his own streaming thing. Like, they still talk. Like, the Hudson Hawk video. Like, Hudson Hawk, the only reason AVGN reviewed it is Mike was like, hey, I bet James would love to review this. And then he did the title cards. Like, it's not like he disappeared. He just went to go do his own thing. Now, you could argue why he did that. So, like, but, like, it's not like he just disappeared and they never addressed it.
It's weird. It's just weird.
Rob, is the dementia setting in? Do you not remember that?
It's like having a relative over for Thanksgiving who's a convicted fucking felon, and everybody knows the creepy bullshit he did, but nobody wants to say anything. Okay? Not me. I walk into the room and I'm like, what's up? What's up, you pederast motherfucker? You know what I mean? I get right in his fucking face. Okay? I know what you fucking did on your computer, you fucking bitch ass. Okay? You even...
Again, like, if you don't know who Mike Matei is or what he did, you're just going to be dumbfounded. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what did Mike Matei do? Like, if you're not invested in, like, Cinemassacre Truth shit, or you don't watch these dumb, like, documentaries, like, you're generally going to be like, what did Mike do? Who is Mike?
Think about fucking doing anything with me. Oh, if you even fucking think about the kids that I haven't even had yet. Okay? About the kids I haven't even brought into this world yet.
It was like, Mike Matei, like, a pedophile? Like, was that a thing? Maybe I'm not up to date with my Mike Matei lore, but like, was he convicted? Like, was he said to be like a pedophile or something? What is he talking about?
I'll fucking kill you. I'll know if you think about it, motherfucking bitch. You know what I mean? What the fuck? This world is like set around protecting people that done wrong things.
Like, what did Mike do? Like, I feel like I'm like far behind on my Mike Matei lore. Like, did he just draw some like creepy like racist comics, which again, I don't know why like Rob would pretend like he gives a shit with his older material. Like, again, you think Rob of all people would enjoy edgy humor if you go through his older stuff, or is there something I just don't remember? Because like I'm kind of dumbfounded here. Please correct me in the comments.
Back in my day, I didn't give a fuck, dude. Back in my day, if you wore the color purple, you got your ass kicked.
What? Buddy, where did you grow up? Like, Jesus fuck, man. Did you grow up in the middle of Detroit? walk down with the wrong colors and the fucking hoods come out and they get your shit kicked out of you. You got the green squad. What are you fucking? What are you, a saint?
You know? Now we have cry session corners.
Again, again, again. Again, I don't get the hypocrisy. You just whined for 5 fucking minutes about people making fun of you for like a website 15 years ago that you're clearly still extremely butthurt over and clearly still mad about. But then you're going to be like, kids these days, they're not as hard as I used to be. Well, again, crying about something that happened 15 years ago. Like, which fucking is it? Is it rude as shit to keep bringing up stuff that happened so many years ago? Is it rude to be petty and mean? Or is it okay? Which is it, Rob? Which fucking is it? You can't have both. Alright, you can't be like, I can do it, but no one else can.
You know? Shit. I don't get it. It's weird to me. I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to talk about it.
It's, again, this whole fucking rant is just about the fact that, like, people in his comment section aren't laughing at him for having a bad hairline. Like, this entire unhinged rant was all about that. It's professional hater. I gotta give credit. A professional hater.
I knew you guys would probably get a kick out of this video. This seemed like it went pretty well. I don't know. You guys let me know.
Yeah, I don't think it went pretty well. Personally, I think it's a little bit weird. And Rob, I'm really sorry about any like trauma you've experienced because of YouTube. And genuinely, I'm very sorry for any death threats you've gotten. You don't deserve that, especially for something that petty. I hope you're all right. And again, I'm a big. I've sounded a little bit cruel, but I really do love his videos. I will leave a link to his channel in the description. Not to make fun of him, please don't insult him. Check out his old Irate Gamer parodies. Those are unironically extremely funny. All right, see you later, guys.
I will stream.
Yeah, and just like that, I'm gonna call it an evening. Just a weird video. I just wanted to comment on. All right, see you later.